So here's the workshop. Someone asked for a workshop tour. This will be brief because it's a small workshop. And it is in the house. It was a downstairs living room for the previous owners. And let me just give you some things. This workbench is actually a small cheapie, and I put this on here in order to size up what my Roubeau workbench that I'm getting ready to build is going to be like, and to make sure that I have room to move. This is 6 inches longer than the Roubeau will be, but the tail vise, or this on this end, is going to be this pattern maker's vise. Da, da, da. I love this thing. I can't wait to use it. It's going to hang here, and the top is actually going to be notched like this. This is not going to be here, and there will be an accessory plate that I can bolt in, like for example when I want to use that vise to work metal, it's going to be mounted to a plate that will go in here, and that's going to let me work all sides of the pattern maker's vise, because this is going to be a little dog leg that sticks out. So I have plenty of room to move around here and enough room to move around there. Now I've got, this is the way I buy my mahogany. These are 10 feet long. This one's 11 feet long. These are 8/4 rough sawn. And the beauty is the bottom one is 15.5 inches wide. This one's 10, that one's 8. And those are going to make the base of the Roubeau and the chops. And I have some ash that should be arriving on island today on the boat. Now, the way I've got this set up is I can be standing at the bench, and over here I can have tools, and if I want, you know, if I'm working here, by the way, check this, that's a piece of a conch shell. I'm going to make my wife a little thing to go in her hair out of this. You know, it's like a comb. So I can be standing here and then grab a plane out of the plane drawer, or I can go over here and get a spoke shave or a pull shave, or I can get my measuring marking tools. They're all right behind where I work. I do not like tills on a workbench. Here's why. That's what tills become. They become clutter storage. I like a shelf, which right now I'm using kind of as storage, but the idea is this will be cleaned out, and then when I'm working here, if I don't want to turn around, I can set something down here to work on. I really like that. Yes, these are just Home Depot Husky tool cabinets. Eventually those will be replaced with wood custom made cabinets, but you know what, for now they do the job. I did line the drawers so that they don't nick your tools, and I always keep a block of camphor in there. I need to replace it. It's worn out. I have, now this house is stone. The walls are like over 1 foot thick, and so of course the wiring was done afterwards, and it's running this stuff, which I kind of don't like this stuff, but it's what's there. Now there's a plug back there you can't see, but that's why this won't go all the way to the wall. I'm going to take that plug out and put one of these things in there. So I've got my sanding station. My drill press I rarely ever use, so I put it in the corner, and when I do use it, it's usually to drill a small hole in one small piece. If I need to use it for something big, I can always pull it out. My bandsaw is on wheels, and it rolls out. But one thing I hate about my floor, this is Mexican tile that is found very frequently in homes down here. It's bumpy, it's horrible. If you drop a tool, you not only break the tool, but you break the tile. It's the worst thing you could ever have in a workshop, but it's what I've got. I thought about skinning this floor with just some plywood, but you know what? It's all good because I'm going to show you in a minute. I'm going to do something else with my workshop. Got some storage up there. It needs to be organized. I'm working on that now. I bought a bunch of these thinking that that was going to organize. They take up more space than they provide. So I'm going to build some wood boxes to go up there that just have more space. Now, in here is what used to be a downstairs kitchen. The guy had set this house up where it could be an apartment if you wanted. There was a door up there that you could lock and make this a downstairs apartment. Well, I've turned it into my sharpening station. So I've got the water stones that I use the most and stay out. And this is my little joke to my wife. The Tormac, the Work Sharp, I got the 2000, wish I'd gotten the 3000. And then I have all my, you know, my Veritas sharpening rig and all that whatnot I keep in these drawers. So this is nice when I want to do a lot of sharpening. Now the idea is that when I finish the rebot, under this end I'm going to build a little rolling sharpening cabinet with just enough top that I can, you know, when I'm working on something, I can touch up a blade or an iron and not have to walk all the way into there. But playing around with these before I permanently installed them, and I'm glad I did because I got the cheap eBay kind, and you see some of the LEDs are burned out. So I'm going to go with the Veritas good ones. I learned my lesson. This is what you get when you buy the cheap ones. They burn out. So, and then I have some puck light. Up, one of them fell. This is a temporary installment as well. Just to see if I like them, and I do. I love them. These little puck lights. Oops, sorry. And I'm going to go back now that I've decided I like them, and I'm going to clean up that installation. And that gives me downlight for my sharpening area and for this and whatnot. And I got a great big rare earth magnet to hold those. I don't like that though because it's too strong. And hold on, wouldn't you know my phone rings? And this is the automotive tool cabinet, so that's mostly car stuff. And by the way, I'm kind of getting all my car stuff ready to get rid of some of it. I'm not building the Volkswagens as much as I used to. So now this is the shop, but there is I'm hoping this is going to be temporary because I want to show you. If you look out this window, the house next door, we're going to go up here and take a quick look at it. I want to get this house and it's gorgeous. This is made out of a stone that is called, it's a granite, it's called blue bit, but we call it blue bitch because it's hard to work with. And this is the early 1800s, and it is right next to my house. Boom, boom. And I want that to be my workshop. And I'm going to take you up here real quick. So we're going to try to get that house. These are my hardwood floors, 178 years old. I love these things. We're going to go in the kitchen. So this is the back of that house. Yeah, you can see these are double doors on. You can't see it because of the banana tree. It's got two double doors leading out into a little patio. And I could open those doors, let the air blow through, and this would be the view from that patio. What a great place to do woodworking. So that's the shop tour. That's what I'm planning on for the future. So hope you guys like it. I'll give you a nice little view of the cruise ships here. Have a good one.